President Trump on Tuesday announced plans for a proposed $300 billion in oil refinery in Brownsville, Texas, saying that the project would be backed by Indian billionaire Mukesh Ambani and Reliance Industries. Trump took to Truth Social on Tuesday to announce the opening of the first new U.S. oil refinery in 50 years as part of an effort to boost domestic energy production and deepen economic ties with global partners. I was having a discussion with Tim yesterday regarding the U.S.'s self-reliance on oil. And one of the things that we had come across is that we can refine light sweet crude, but our refining capabilities are not enough to meet the demand for the U.S. We actually also refine some of the heavy crude. So this makes sense. Although I would say it's probably going to take some time to get those refineries up, and I am not confident on a timeline on when there's going to be benefits seen from this new refinery. The refinery being developed by America First Refining is designed to process 100% U.S. shale oil, according to the Indian Express, and construction is expected to begin in April or June quarter this year, the April through June quarter, this year. Quote, in all caps, by the way, I'm not going to yell at you because I like all you folks, but in all caps, this is a historic $300 billion deal, the biggest in U.S. history, end quote. The president lauded India and Reliance for their substantial investment, but did not elaborate on whether the refinery was part of a broader pact with India. He hailed the project as a significant step for U.S. energy sector and a resurgence of the real energy dominance. Trump also asserted that the proposed facility would be the, quote, cleanest refinery in the world, end quote, generating billions and an economic impact and creating thousands of jobs in South Texas. Trump credited his administration's policies, including the America First agenda, streamlined permits, and lower taxes for the massive investment in the U.S. energy sector. He expressed optimism that the project would drive global exports and stimulate long-awaited economic growth in the region. Without naming Reliance, America First Refining stated that it secured a, quote, 9-figure investment from a global supermajor at a 10-figure valuation and signed a 20-year agreement with the same partner to purchase, process, and distribute U.S. shale oil. The refinery will process 1.2 billion barrels of light shale crude to boost U.S. refining capacity and strengthen the domestic energy supply chain. Trey Griggs is president of America Refining and said the U.S. has a surplus of light shale oil but limited refining capacity to process it, adding that the new refinery would help strengthen the domestic supply chain. The refinery is opening amid volatile oil markets being driven by the escalating Middle East conflict, with crude briefly crossing $100 per barrel over the weekend. Prices did rise again on Wednesday, despite plans for the historic emergency reserve release and earlier easing to $85 per barrel on Tuesday, after Trump suggested the war could end soon.